Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a quick fire Pilates Glutes workout and we're going to start standing on your mat. So just come and start standing hip distance apart in the center of your mat, just facing forward and reaching those fingertips out in front of you. Just going to start to take a squat down, squeezing through those glutes as you stand. Inhale, exhale, take your hips towards the floor. Think about grounding your feet into the ground, taking that resistance through your lower body and engaging through those glutes as you send your hips backwards. Inhaling as you squeeze through the glutes to stand. Exhale as you squeeze through the glutes to lower. Just starting to engage that lower body and get nice and warm through those legs. Good, amazing. Making sure we're not hunching those shoulders up, keeping a nice flat back as you pull those shoulders down your back and away from your ears. Using those fingertips to create more energy through the lengths of your arms as you reach forward and back with every squat. Perfect, guys. Being really mindful to take those knees over your toes as you take your squats. Inhale as you stand, exhale, squeeze to slowly lower all the way down. Core nice and tight, and just being really mindful not to arch through your lower back as you take your hips towards the back. On your next one, we're going to start to take a rise through those heels at the top and then slowly lower those heels as you lower yourself back down from that squat. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, rising up onto the tips of your toes and really try to keep those shoulders down your back, lengthening through that spine as you reach down and as you stand up nice and tall. Perfect, guys. Breathing through. We're just going to be here for 8 more. And then we're going to hold it down in that squat to pulse. Final 7. Really thinking about squeezing those feet and those heels down for 6. Final 5. Pulling your belly button to spine the whole time here, helping you with that balance. Last 4. Really taking that squeeze of those glutes. Abs in nice and tight for 3. Final 2, pressing the weight into your glutes. Last 1, we hold it down. You're just gonna pulse through those hips, keeping that pelvis tucked under, reaching through the fingertips, head stays in line with that spine, breathing through it. If you can, we're gonna switch those heels from left to right. Stay nice and low through those glutes. Make sure you're breathing. Final 8. 7, really squeeze. 6. 5, shoulders back. 4. 3. For 2. Final 1, hold both heels lifted. Just breathe. 8, squeeze. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1, slowly lift yourself up and then just fold forward, taking a nice little stretch. Soft bend in your knees and then just rock side to side. Release any tension through your lower back. Release any tension through your legs. From here, guys, we're going to come down onto all fours. You're going to have your hands in line with your shoulders and your knees are going to be in line with your hips. You're going to fully extend your left leg all the way out behind you. Think about pointing through those toes straight away as you slowly lift that leg and slowly lower down. Exhale to lift. Inhale as you lower. Just make sure here, shoulders are down the back, so use those hands to grow nice and tall through your posture. Really try not to sink into those shoulders and think about lengthening through that spine. Perfect. The more you really point through those toes and the more you squeeze through the back line of that leg, the more you're really going to feel those glutes engage. So take your time. If your leg is moving up and down too quick and you're not engaging, then you're unlikely to feel those glutes get warm. So really find that squeeze. Imagine you've got a heavy block of weights on that leg and you're carrying them as you lift and lower your leg, making it nice and smooth as you lift that leg and lower. To really take your time. I can already feel my glutes and hamstrings warming up on that left leg. Moving nice and slow. The next time you lift that leg, you're going to hold that leg lifted. You're then going to rainbow across to that right side. Tap your toe to the floor. Bring that leg back to center. Exhale, tap to the right. Inhale, bring it to center. Keep engaging through those abs, lengthening through those feet, and keeping that eye line at the front of your mat. Really take your time. Inhale, tap. Exhale, squeeze. Amazing, guys. Finding that engagement through those left glutes. We're getting nice and warm through those legs today. You've got 8 more here. Final 7, then you've got your last variation in this position. Last 6, can you point through those feet even more? For 5, slow and controlled, you're here for 4. Last 3. Final 2, stretching through the back of that leg. And on your next one, you're going to lift that leg and hold. You're going to come down onto that right forearm. Your hips and chest is going to open slightly, and you're going to keep that left leg lifted from here. You're going to slowly pull that left knee to elbow, and then slowly lengthen all the way out. Inhale to bring that knee in. Exhale to extend. Think about lifting through the waist and using those shoulders to press down your back, lifting all the way up through that left leg. Good, perfect. Keeping your eye line towards that mat just to release any tension through your neck. In this position, you're working through those outer glutes, and you're actually using those oblique muscles as well to help you stay lifted in this position. Good, so always working more muscles than you realize. Really keeping that point, you're going to feel it so much more. Just give me 8 more here, guys, then we're going to stay and we're going to pulse. Final 7, squeezing through those glutes as you extend for 6. Keeping that knee lifted as high as you can, last 5. Final 4. Amazing, you're here for your last 3. Final 2, squeezing through those glutes. Can you keep that leg all the way up? Final 1, you're going to hold it there, and we're just going to pulse that leg up and down, squeeze. Really get that final engagement through those left glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring that leg all the way in. Give those glutes a little tap. Hopefully they're feeling nice and warm. And when you're ready, we're going to come back up to standing on your mat. From here, you are going to keep your left foot forward, and your right foot is going to tap behind. Bending into that left knee, and you're hinging the chest slightly forward, but be mindful to keep those shoulders down the back. Your right toes tap in, tap back. Inhale in, exhale back. Notice how all my weight is on this left leg. My right leg is just lengthened, really pointing through those feet. Tapping in, tapping out. We're keeping your body weight on these left glutes, which means you're really going to feel that burn in that left leg again. Introducing those arms if you can. Inhale in, exhale out. You're using your core here as well. This is going to help you switching those abs on to help with that balance as you press in and out of that left leg. Really think about lengthening. Think about staying grounded through that left foot and keeping your knee over your toe. Really feeling those glutes. Give me 8 more. Last 7. Find that squeeze. 6. Final 5, left glutes on fire for 4. Last 3, lengthen for 2. Final 1, step those feet back. Lengthen and drop yourself down into your half lunge. Take that hinge all the way forward. Your weight remains on that left leg. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze forward. All that weight stays in that left side. Squeeze those left glutes. We're only going to do 8. I know that burn is real. I can feel it too. Last 7. Final 6. Taking those back toes off slightly if you want more of a challenge. Final 5. Challenging that balance and stability for 4. Last 3. Amazing, guys. You've got your last two, and then we hold in that balance. Final one, hold. Lift that leg if you can. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Giving those glutes a tap again, guys, and we're going to come down onto your mat, and we're going to go onto the opposite side. So back onto all fours. Hands in line with the shoulders again, knees in line with those hips. Finding length through that right leg as you slowly lift and slowly lower. So we're moving over now to that right side. Try to focus your mind to muscle connection now on the right glute instead of that left leg. You might still feel that left leg slightly, but try to pull that focus over to the right side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Think about pointing through those feet and really stretching through the back of that right leg. Perfect. So implementing everything you did on the first side and trying to pull your focus now onto that right. Shoulders down the back, using that core to stay lifted in this position. Perfect. As you lift that leg, you're remembering that you've got that heavy block of weights on that leg. The more you extend through the back of that right knee and point through those toes, the more you're going to feel it through those glutes. We want to fire up those right glutes and right hamstrings. Perfect, guys. At the top of your next one, we're going to start to tap over to that left side and then bring it back to center. Inhale as you tap. Exhale, come back behind you. Lengthening through those legs, pointing through those feet. Really get that squeeze of those right glutes. Stay lifted and try not to twist through your hips. You want to try and keep your hips square to the floor as you take that leg over to the left. We're just going to go for 8. Last 7, and then we come down onto that left forearm again for 6. Can you engage those glutes even more? Last 5. Final 4, finding that pull from your leg for 3. Keeping that leg just in line with those hips for 2. Final 1, lifting that leg up in line with your spine. From here, dropping that left forearm down, chest and hips open slightly. Start to bring that right knee to elbow and then extend. Looking towards the top of that mat. You may still feel those left glutes here. That is normal. They are working here to stabilize your position and keep you balanced. Find as much point through those legs as you can. Think about pointing through the toes and keeping that knee lifted in line with your elbow. We are just going to go for 8, and then we're going to hold that leg out and we're going to pulse. Final 7. For 6, if you go a little bit slower and find more squeeze, you'll feel those glutes even more. For 5. Last 4. Final 3, then we hold that leg extended in 2. Final 1, lift that leg, tiny pulses, squeeze. Lengthen, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, coming all the way in. Oh gosh, just give those glutes a tap. And then when you're ready, guys, come and start standing again. We're going to come into those right leg hinges. So stepping forward, keeping a bend in that right leg and starting to slowly tap that left foot in and out. So keeping that focus back on this right leg again. Inhale in, exhale back. Really keeping that soft hinge so the chest is slightly over that thigh. You're squeezing through those glutes as you tap in and out, keeping a bend in this right leg. Slow and controlled. All your weight remains on that right leg. Really get a squeeze of those glutes. Introducing those arms, if you can, when you're ready. Inhale in, exhale back. Remember, the slower you move, the more balance you'll have. So try not to rush. Take your time. You'll get way more out of every exercise the slower you go. Move with control. You don't even have to follow my pace. Just go as slow as you need to. Pointing through those left feet. Find that squeeze. Lengthen. Pull in and out. Starting to feel those right glutes. Give me 8. And then we step back into that lunge for 7. 6. Pressing that right foot down for 5. 4. Using those abs to help that balance. 3. 2. Last one, lengthen and start to drop down into that half lunge. Hinge forward, take those arms back. Squeeze and scoop through those abs to take it into that lunge. Taking that chest towards the thigh as you hinge. If you can, starting to lift that left leg off the floor slightly as you take that chest over that leg. Perfect. Breathe. See if you can squeeze through those right glutes a little bit more. We're only going to do 8. Last 7, then we hold in that balance. You are almost finished for today, guys. Last 6. Finding length through those fingertips for 5. Final 4. Core nice and tight. Last 3. See if you can stretch through those left knees even more. Give me 2. Final 1. Take that lunge. Hinge it forward. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Come and sit all the way down, guys. We are going to finish nice and strong with some shoulder bridges. So just come and find your center in the middle of your mat. Roll down through your spine. Hands are going to be by your side, feet just hip distance apart. We're going to tuck your pelvis under, starting to roll up through every single vertebrae, working both sides of your glutes this time. Inhale, slowly lower, release that lower back, and exhale to drive up through those feet. Think about squeezing through those feet, grounding those toes into the floor to help you find that squeeze and that engagement through the back of your legs. Perfect, guys. If you can, you're going to start to reach those arms all the way up. This is just going to make it a little bit more challenging as you've not got the ground to hold you up with those hands, reaching all the way up into the sky as you reach those hips up. Full shoulder bridge. You want to feel every single vertebrae release off your mat and every single vertebrae roll back down onto your mat as you take your tailbone back onto the floor. Good, amazing, guys. Breathing through it, staying with me. Taking it nice and slow, and at the top of your next bridge, you're going to hold. You're just going to lower halfway, squeeze up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. So keeping that space away from your glutes and the floor now. Just feel that squeeze. Inhale halfway, exhale, lift. Take your time. Keeping that core nice and tight just to help you make sure that you're not working through that lower back and you're not flaring it out through that rib cage. Amazing, guys. Stay with me. Breathing through it. We're going to finish strong with some single leg pulses in just a second. Just give me 4 more like this. Feel that squeeze for 3, 2, last one, hold at the top. Slowly bring that right foot further towards your center, and your left leg is going to stretch up towards the sky. We're going to pulse for 8, 7, then we switch, 6, really squeeze, 5, 4, you've got it, guys, 3, 2, last one, lift. Place that foot back down, lengthen your right leg up. We pulse 8, 7, then you're done, guys, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Roll all the way back down. Hug those knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Release any tension through your lower back, through those legs. Amazing. Catching your breath. Hands are going to come on the backs of your legs and then just come and rock yourself all the way up to seating. Sitting cross-legged, facing center. Like always, left hand on the floor, right arm comes all the way across. Try and anchor your hips to the floor and press those knees all the way down, feeling that nice stretch through the side of the body. And then folding over towards that left leg. Releasing tension through that lower back. And then coming back through center, you're going to come all the way up and over to the right side. Left arm reaches across. And then turning yourself to face that same direction. Again, let your head hang heavy. And again, turning back to face that same direction. Lift all the way up and over. Let's take one final big breath. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale, bringing your hands through to heart center. And you are all done, guys. Thank you so much for working out with me again. I hope to see you in my next video, and I'll see you soon.